Good. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to South Los Angeles. Here we are again for another new moon fire Homa. New moon. It's a kooky time. Sorry, we're starting a little late, but we have a new sound system that we're hoping will work and will give much clearer audio to everybody who's on the line. So thanks for your patience. New moons are whack. Why? What's going on the new moon? It's a 3-day cycle, just like the full moon. And the new moon energy is enormous purification. What does that mean? I'm so glad you asked. So there are these two peak times in the month. There's the full moon time and there's the new moon time. And during the full moon, it's a big expansive time. There's a lot of divinity flowing on the planet, blessing everybody, lifting everybody. And it can feel like a little bit of a wild ride. Yeah, emotions get high on the full moon like that. New moon is interior, right? Your moon is dark. It's a deeply inside job, you could say. And on the new moon timing, there's so much divinity flowing to help us get an enlightenment kind of energy. This is true for every soul on the planet, the animals, the people, everything. What ensues is, as the divinity comes in a big influx of energy, there is a corresponding outward, let's say, letting go of some things that don't serve us anymore. There's a kind of decharging that happens. We receive a big cosmic charge, and then there's a big decharging. In that decharging, it's very uncomfortable. There's a kind of purification. And that purification can be extremely, it can make us feel edgy. It can make us feel hypersensitive. The new moon time is a little bit chaotic in the external world as well as internally, in the sense that because the purification is running, if you have a lot of people who are hypersensitive and they all bump into each other, arguments can ensue, misunderstandings, and so on like that. So, in the West, we have the idea that on the full moon, it's a kind of time of a lunacy, right? That people go a little crazy on the full moon. I can definitely say all the years that I was living in India that it was indeed the new moon that was kind of crazy making. The new moon time for me was like, yep, just stay inside. Don't deal with other people because the interactions are going to be fraught with a lot of misunderstanding and confusion and irritation, which will likely lead to some kind of escalation of something which nobody really wants. So it's an interior time, and it's an interior time of receiving a lot of divinity and helping our soul come up. But it feels kind of rocky and bumpy emotionally. Hang on just a second. How are we doing? Is the sound?
Can hear you, but it's a lot of background noise, so he's just trying to fix that.
Maybe we just check the connections on here.
Okay, hold on just a second. We're just making sure the audio is okay for the folks at home.
Sherry was saying she has to turn the sound up a bit.
Oh, interesting. All right. So should we go back to
Perhaps. Maybe let's just unplug this and see if people say it sounds better.
Okay. Yeah, I think maybe that's wise.
So see if people can comment now.
Okay, so, but now you're going to need to come closer, my friend, because they want me to hear anything. New moons. They are fraught with a lot of illusion. Yes. Little arrows wouldn't hurt anybody here, I should say.
You get to practice.
Right? Yes, indeed. Yeah, so can everybody hear now? Is it better on online? So sorry, we're testing a new sound system. It worked fine in tests a couple weeks ago, but of course today it's gone bonkers. Yes, no, maybe so?
Just a sec.
Okay. So, to continue, the new moon is a time that's very bumpy. That's sort of the larger gist of the thing. And what we do on a new moon is we use the fire element, the element of transformation, of purification, to bring very strongly divinity into the fire pit, which is kind of a microcosm of the sun. The fire is the creation energy for sure. Like, without our sun, we would have no planet. We would have no life forms here. We wouldn't be here without the sun. The big fire at the center of our little solar system. But to deal with the sun directly, it's a little bit too intense. As you know, if you stare at it for too long, you'll go blind, right? So by using a fragment of the sun's energy, the fire element, in a contained area like a fire pit, what we're doing is interacting with the full creation capacity of the sun, extracting divine qualities from it based on whatever mantras it is that we're putting in the fire, receiving that very powerfully to our souls, especially on such a day as the new moon, when there is no moon, meaning that it's not reflecting any light from the sun, right? It's always a relationship with the sun. When we see the full moon, it means it's reflecting the full light of the sun, yeah? So we're able to go straight to the sun's creation energy and interact directly with divine forms, bringing an enormous charge to our souls, like more than what's running already normally in the planet itself. What that means is a lot of purification can ensue. It can be that you might have symptoms, for a day or two, like feeling really blissful or feeling kind of queasy, feeling maybe like you have a 24-hour flu, feeling really exhausted, or feeling the opposite, very hyper. Just depends how this energy hits your neurophysiology. Everybody's a little different. It is true that if you sit in one homa like this, it's the equivalent of having sat in meditation, a real strong meditation, for 10 to 12 hours a day for about a month. So in one jolt, we're receiving very efficiently that much of a charge to our souls. That means the ensuing decharging will be equally dramatic, or it can be. So just to know that and to be kind of a little bit aware of that, and it's the same for folks online as well as it is here physically. The energy's running. The energy doesn't know time or space. It has no limitations. So when we're looking at the fire and chanting the mantras, we're receiving the energy very, very strongly, regardless of where we're located. Fire homas, as you know, not only bless the people who are there, but also the whole kind of community around, as well as the general atmosphere of the planet. We're adding a little bit of this divinity to the sort of atmospheric divinity of the planet. And of course, there are many, 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 many people worldwide, thousands and thousands of people doing fire home on the new moon. So I like to think of it that everybody's adding their little bit to a sort of grid of light and flame that's going all over the planet and helping. That's the general idea. So our fire homa today is the new moon format that Swami Kaleshwar used to do when he would come to the US, which he did quite frequently back in the early 2000s especially. And strangely enough, in Malibu here in California, there were a lot of students who hosted him in the hills, and he would do these massive fire homas, 300-400 people at a time. And mostly he wanted us to chant the GAYATRI mantra and the HANUMAN mantras. So GAYATRI, she is the primordial, the first mother of our planet. She, you could say, is involved in the creation of this world and all of us very intimately. GAYATRI is also, of course, as you would imagine, linked to the sun. The GAYATRI form of her is the only form of Mother Divine, of the entire Divine Feminine, regardless what you call her or from what tradition, who does not come with any illusion. There's no tricks, games, testing, diversion, distraction, confusion. Any other form of Mother that we worship will get her blessing, but she'll also give us a pretty good dose of illusion. Tricks, games, diversions, distractions, confusions. GAYATRI is the only one who is straight with the medicine. They will say in India you could try to read the Vedas, which are very thick, dense, densely translated, densely written, poetical verses from the ancient seers, the ancient rishis who discovered how this whole creation works. You can read the Vedas to try to understand this creation, like the blueprint of how things work, or you can simply chant the GAYATRI mantra and you'll get the information of how the creation works. So I'd say let's go to the shortcut and the efficient way, and we'll be talking to GAYATRI, that mother, today. So she's a brilliant form of mother since she's so linked so deeply to the creation energy, to the sun energy in our planet. She's the right mother to ask what it is you really want to create in your life, what you really want to have blessed, what you really want to have supported or uplifted, as well as any healing need, either for yourself or other people who might come into your mind throughout the course of the homa. For folks here, we have little rice bowls for y'all there. You just have to do it, with your intention. But for people here, we hold the rice in the right hand. We think all the different prayers, blessings, wishes, whatever it is that we're asking for. And when it feels like that rice is infused with it, you can get up, especially from the back, and come and just put it in the fire homa. It's a way of conveying our requests to the mother through the fire and through this physicalized earth element substance, the rice. I would ask that you don't throw it at us. Matani, we don't want your stuff. Thank you. We have enough of our own. And also right hand only. So southpaws, I'm terribly sorry, but this is the Vedic tradition and everything is right hand only. Everybody here is holding incense and flowers, which we will offer in one giant collective offering at the end. So please don't throw those in the fire in random moments throughout the duration of the Homa. And I think, and for folks at home, the mantras are on the description. They're in the text of the description of the event. So you can see the mantras and you can chant along with us, whether you're on Facebook or you're on YouTube. And with that, I'd say let's get an arati going and get this fire show on the road. Okay. And there's no camphor in the arati holder. Could we
There
perhaps
was.
get some?
This got spooked.
Oh, I see.
Here, let me get the.
There was at some point camphor, but
Okay.
new moon. Everything goes off the rails. Technology, especially, gets all screwy on the new moon. Technology, logistics. It's not advisable to travel on the new moon if you have to. It's definitely not advisable to sign any kind of legal contracts or anything that is binding on a new moon because it'll just turn to crap. That's the nature of the new moon. Don't do it. So many times, like I'll do something and I'll see it, it's gonna fall on the new moon. I'm like, okay, yeah, we need to postpone that meeting because no way, not going to happen. Or if it does, it'll all be wonky, you know. Thank you so much. Okay. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shuklam Bharadram Vishnu Sachivanam Chaturbhujam Prasannavanam Jayate Sarva Vigno Vashantaye. Om Nagarjana tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha
tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om Bhurvubhah Swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om Bhurvubhah Swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om Bhurvubhah Swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om Bhurvubhah Swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om Bhurvubhah Swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om Bhurvubhah Swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om Bhurvubhah Swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om Bhurvubhah Swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om Bhurvubhah Swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om Bhurvubhah Swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om Bhurvubhah Swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om Bhurvubhah Swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om Bhurvubhah Swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om Bhurvubhah Swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, 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 dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nama prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nama prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nama prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nama prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nama prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nama prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nama prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nama prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nama prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nama prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nama prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nama prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nama prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nama prachodayat. Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam Bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo nah prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo namaha prachodayat. Om bhuva swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhuva tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhuva swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhuva swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhuva swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhuva swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhuva swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhuva swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhuva swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhuva swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhuva swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhuva swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhuva swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhuva swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, bhargo devasya dhi-mahi, dhi-yo-yo prachodayat. Om bhurbhuvah swaha, tas-savitur vareynyam, Bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat.
Last time.
Om swaha tas-savitur vareynyam bhargo devasya dhi-mahi dhi-yo-yo prachodayat.
Huh? Good. So we have some sponsors today. Sponsors means they paid a little extra to have their name or the name of a loved one read into the fire. And after each name, we say, "Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama, mama," to send the energy from this ma, the individual, enormous, universal womb chakra of the mother, to the individual spark of that person, ma, each of us, ma, right? So, to Subhama Anupati.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Gerald Richard.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Corey Pansarasa.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Pamela Hoover.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Patricia Anderson.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Diego Davis.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Sherry McCoy.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Ellen Todd Bueller.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Matt Locker.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Ian H.R.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Marie Vlassen Green Tara Group and the World of Empowerment Group.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Julie Forrest.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Carolyn Massoni.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Narissa Hutta.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Nikki Crowley.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Christine Bednarik and her family.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Linda Hendricks and family.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Mama Stephen and Cora Carey and Susan Meander.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Mama Hazel's Heavenly Healing House.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Barbara Papa and family.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Mama Carolyn Oberting and her family, Matthew, Suzanne, and David.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Desiree Sterling and her family in Norway, Belgium, Spain, Guatemala, and U.S.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Neil Valum Sipla.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Mama Alicia Campbell.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Mama J.E.B. Campbell.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Mama G.G. Campbell.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh
Mama,
mama.
it's the whole Campbell soup there. Claire Luz Pierre Louis.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Marinella Tona.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh
Mama
mama.
Vasilika Tona.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Mama Dimitri Liko.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh
Mama
mama.
Yeni Liko.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh
Mama
mama.
Athena Tona.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Mama Noah Katsa.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Mama Mateo Katsa.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Mama Afi Katsa.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Mama John Salati.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Mama Andrea Eversworth.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Mama Becky and Tom.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Mama Michelle Farrell, Joe, and Alfie Merritt.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Mama Deborah Wallen and her family.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Mama Stephanie Catherine Dada.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Quinn Ham, his whole family and his business, American HVAC.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
in the mastery program, Todd Dombrowski.
Om Mama, Om Mama, Om Mama.
Mama Kelsey King.
Om Mama, Om Mama, Om Mama.
Mama Brenda Spencer.
Om Mama, Om Mama, Om Mama.
Esther Theophanides.
Om Mama, Om Mama, Om Mama.
For all the students in the silver one-year mastery program for their continued success.
Om Mama, Om Mama, Om Mama.
To the end of white supremacy in America.
Om Mama, Om Mama, Om Mama.
For our brothers and sisters in Ukraine fighting the good fight, may they prevail.
Om Mama, Om Mama, Om Mama.
For Volodymyr Zelensky and his family, that they may stay safe and protected.
Om Mama, Om Mama, Om Mama.
For the Middle East, for the children of Gaza, for the tens of thousands of Gazans who have been, I don't even know what the word is, unalived, and for the Israelis who have just lost 8 citizens, and that there may be genuine ceasefire and peace in the region.
Om Mama, Om Mama, Om Mama.
In support of the divine feminine rising in the world, most especially through the women.
Om Mama, Om Mama, Om Mama.
Santa Cruz County, all the heads of homeless service agencies are working together to promote brilliant solutions to homelessness. May they have continued success.
Om Mama, Om Mama, Om Mama.
And for Atma Schumann and his 800 Germans, meditating daily for world peace.
Om Mama, Om Mama, Om
Mama. Mama. Okay, on to Hanuman. Our new moon format is Hanuman. Our full moon format is more Mother Divine, like the whole thing is Mother. But for a new moon, we talk to Hanuman. Hanuman, the ultimate, it's a little picture of him there, the monkey god. He's a god, he's a monkey, he's a monkey, he's a god. How can this be? It's a particle, it's a wave, it's a particle. How could that be? How can a monkey turn into a god? Well, through his pure open heart. You know, in the Eastern traditions, they'll talk the mind is a big, fat monkey. It jumps. It wants this, it wants that, it looks for this, it looks for that. It's always even cutting itself off to look for the new thing that's entertaining, right? The mind, if you watch your thoughts, it's... So, how to wrestle with that mind is the point of meditation, right? To calm down the mind, to bring up the soul enough that the mind gets calmer. But there's a shortcut, which is going through the open heart. And Hanuman's nature is he never thinks on himself. He only thinks, how can I serve? How can I help other people? Most specifically, his master, Ram, which in our human energy system, at the esoteric level, Hanuman is like the heart energy. Ram is the light. Same like in the Egyptian Ra, right? The sun, the light. How can I serve the enlightenment? That's it. So he never thinks on himself, even to the point where he forgets he has all the siddhis, the supernatural abilities. He just plumb forgets until somebody reminds him, hey, your master needs you to do this. So, like they're on the battlefield and his master's brother is wounded, Lakshman is lying on the battlefield, and somebody says, oh, there's this herb on this mountain that would really help him. Hanuman, can you go fly to that mountain and grab that herb? So Hanuman says, sure, of course, yeah, you can fly through the air. Instinct goes to the mountain, but he's a monkey. He doesn't know herbs. He doesn't know herbs from herbs. He's like, a lot of herbs on this mountain. I don't know which one they want. So he just picks up the whole mountain and brings it to the battlefield so they can like pick the herb and then save the guy, right? But he never thinks on himself. He doesn't know anything because there's no thought. It's pure open heart. So our marching orders are being like Hanuman, especially if you're facing problems from the mind, obsessive thinking, insomnia, doubts, anxiety, depression, anger, jealousy, left out, unworthiness, all these things that we all carry, which are largely constructs in our mind, linked to the emotions, but a lot of it is in the mind. Go help somebody. Go help somebody else who's worse off than you, and I guarantee you will not think about yourself at all. You know, go volunteer in a homeless shelter. Go serve people on the street. Go take care of women in abusive women's shelters. Go visit little kids in hospital and read to them. I guarantee you, you will not. Your own huge problems diminish to like the size of a peanut by the time you engage with someone who's really up against it. It's the best antidote I know to depression and anxiety, just to be in service. Go help somebody. That's Hanuman's nature. So his other side, his total supernatural, unbelievable side, is he's a huge protector for everybody. Enormous protector. When you see him depicted, he's buff.
He's like a buff monkey god, and he has a huge weapon. It's a mace, what we would call in English. In Sanskrit, they call it the gada. He's capable of wielding that to protect divinity. He will not tolerate any negativity at all. He won't let it stand. So when you're up against it, you're feeling challenged, you can take this mantra. And for folks on YouTube and Facebook, it's in the text of the video description. You can take the mantra, especially advisable, take it in the shower. And think this mantra in the shower with the intention to wash out whatever it is that's really disturbing you. And see what happens. It's so instantaneous, it is so dramatic. Because it's bringing that supernatural quality of Hanuman right into our own structure. And letting him have his way with his mace and all our crazy blocks and illusions and stuff. So he's the right character to grab hold of our stuff. What are your big emotional barriers? What are your big problems? What are the challenges in your life? Right? Offer them to Hanuman. Hey Hanuman, I have this persistent jealousy about this person and it's really screwing with me because every day I'm thinking on that. I can see it drags me down. Every day I have an obsessive thought cycle about something. Every day I have this bad habit. Whatever it is. Offer it to Hanuman. Ask him, please, Hanuman, my dear brother, take this negativity from me and give it back to me in the form of high divine energy, like an infusion to my soul, so that I can do more of what my purpose here is. Unburdened by this thing. You know, it's like the hot air balloons, they have to jettison the sandbags, right? They're heavy, so the thing can take off. So get hold of your sandbags and offer them to Hanuman. And let's see what happens. His mantra is so brilliant. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. That hreem is pure fire, and it needs all the rest of the words in the mantra to balance it. It will burn negativity. It's just unbelievable. So let's talk to our brother Hanuman, the son of the wind, the air element guy, and let's see what happens. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha.
Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hari markatta, markattaya swaha. Om hreem hreem Hari markatta markattaya swaha. Om 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 Hreem Hari Markatta Markattaya Swaha.
Last time.
Om Hreem Hari Markatta Markattaya Swaha.
Yay, Hanuman.
Jai Hanuman.
Woo! So now what'll happen is we're going to pass around the offering bowl. Everybody here is holding flowers. It's holding flowers and incense. And we put it on the bowl with the right hand. We touch the coconut with the right hand. This is for everybody at home. Okay. And then everybody up above. All the final offering will go in as one collective offering.
while we're passing the bowl around, I do want to say this coming Saturday is Ganesh Chaturthi. It's Ganesh's birthday, the birthday of the removal of obstacle guy, the big happy elephant god. And we will be doing a special Homa here at 11 a.m. same time Pacific to celebrate Ganesha. Everybody's welcome. You can find it on our website at ucbk.org. And coming in October, Ganesh opens the whole energy of the year. He removes all the obstacles. He makes everything smooth and peaceful for everybody. And then we go straight to his Creator, the Mother. So in October, we have the Navaratri, the 9 days of Mother Divine Festival. We'll be doing one Homa for each of the major forms of the Mother. So there'll be 3 special Homas in October. And then on the final day, Dasara. Dasara is the day of Mother's victory over the demons, the light over the darkness. On Dasara, Mother destroys completely the demon energy. God knows we all need it. And we will be holding Dasara like a whole 1-day retreat kind of thing with teachings about the Mother, fire Homa, different ceremonies. And that will be at our temple in El Cajon near San Diego. Everybody's welcome to join, either virtually or in person. So just preview upcoming attractions. We will read all the sponsors for this Homa. And yes, you can sponsor for Ganesh Homa next week. This week, just Saturday, and have all the obstacles removed. We'll read the whole list in one big Om Mama, Om Mama, Om Mama, and then into the fire it all goes. So our sponsors, Subhama Anupati, Gerald Richard, Corey Pansarasa, Pamela Hoover, Patricia Anderson, Diego Davis, Sherry McCoy, Ellen Todd Bueller, Matt Locker, Ian H.R., Marie Vlasin, Green Tara Group, World of Empowerment Group, Julie Forrest, Carolyn Massoni, Narissa Hatta, Nikki Crowley, Christine Bednarik and her family, Linda Hendricks and family, Stephen and Cora Carey and Susan Leander, Hazel's Heavenly Healing House, God bless you, Barbara Papa and family, Carolyn Oberting and family, Matthew, Suzanne, and David, Desiree Sterling, her family in Norway, Belgium, Spain, Guatemala, and U.S. Neil Valumsakta, Alicia Campbell, J.E.B. Campbell, G.G. Campbell, Claire Liz Pierre Louis, Marinella Tona, Vasilika Tona, Dimitra Liko, Yanni Liko, Atina Tona, Noah Katza, Matteo Katza, Afi Katza, John Salati, Andrea Eversberg, Becky and Tom, Michelle Farrell, Joe and Alfie Merritt, Deborah Wallen and family, Stephanie Catherine Dada, Quinn Ham, his entire family, and his business, American HVAC, Todd Dombrowski, Kelsey King, Brenda Spencer, Esther Theophanides, all the students in the 1-year Silver Mastery Program for their continued success, the end of white supremacy in America, for our brothers and sisters in Ukraine, fight the good fight, Slava Ukraini, may they succeed, for Volodymyr Zelensky and his family, may they stay safe and protected, for everybody in the Middle East, the people of Gaza who have just been, oh my God, and West Bank now too, and also for the Israelis and the 8 people, those souls that they lost, as well as, can there be ceasefire, please, and peace in the region, please, enough already. In support of the divine feminine rising in the world, most especially through the women, in Santa Cruz County, heads of service agencies working to promote brilliant solutions to homelessness and their continued success. For Atma Schumann and his 800 Germans meditating daily for world peace. Thomas Stenzel, Kaleshwar Publishing, Navya Sri Sai, Silpa, and Kanakonda, that they may all flourish. That Sai centers of this kind of healing, divine knowledge, blessing, and upliftment in the world may flourish worldwide. And finally, for our veterans here in Los Angeles and nationally, as well as for everybody experiencing homelessness here in Los Angeles, as well as nationally, that they may receive the kind of care, services, nourishment, shelter, and actually just love that they richly deserve. And for this, we all say, Om Mama.
groups, 4 or 5 people at a time, making prachodayat. So we'll walk around the fire 3 times. Somebody count. This is you're using your physical body to take your soul around and seal in the final blessing of the Homa. At home, you can do the same thing by turning around to your right 3 times, using your body to seal in to your soul the energy. For those at home, thank you. Namaste. We'll see you Saturday for Ganesh. Remove all the obstacles with the big elephant in the house. And for everybody else, thank you so much. And see you soon. Thank you, production. Yay! Good job.